Balancing school, clinicals, a job, and somehow trying to have a life on top of that? Yeah, x-ray school can be intense. So that's why today I want to talk about what work-life balance in x-ray school really looks like, as well as share my experience during the program to give you a real idea of what to expect. So let's start off with the reality check regarding work-life balance that we were told our very first day of the program. And that was that we should not be working a full-time job during school. So they told us that trying to juggle a full-time job on top of the radiology program would just be too much, it would be too overwhelming. So they said that if you needed to work, you should be working part-time or casual. Quick disclaimer, I know students that worked full-time during the program and did get through it, but I also know students that tried to work full-time and they ended up dropping out. And that's the big thing that the teachers didn't want. They didn't want these students to drop out of the program because there's only so many seats in these programs, and you all know how competitive and how hard it is to earn a seat in that program. So when someone drops out, that just lost a seat for someone else that is on a wait list that really wanted it. So again, the first reality check they gave us regarding work-life balance is you have to cut down your hours at work. Because when you think about it, radiology school is pretty much a 9 to 5 job. I mean, your days are going to be packed with classes, clinicals, and studying, and that really doesn't give you a whole lot of time to work a full-time gig around that. Your options are usually limited to working a few hours in the evenings or on the weekends. So if you are planning to work, which I'm assuming most students probably will be, your best bet is to find something flexible that allows you to just pick up hours when you can and still focus on your studies. And that's exactly what I did. So I had a couple different part-time or casual jobs that were pretty flexible during the program that allowed me to pick up some hours here and there, earn some money, but not really overdo it. I will say there were definitely some days that were exhausting, going from clinical site 9 to 5 and then 5 to 9 at work, but it was still manageable. And I'll probably make another video discussing the jobs that I held during the radiology program, so it kind of gives you an idea of what job opportunities are out there that allow for flexible or part-time hours. So keep an eye out for that. But the main thing to remember here, the main thing about this reality check that our teachers told us that we shouldn't be working a full-time job during the program was to make sure that you understand that school is a priority, that this is your end goal. You're paying for the school, you're paying to be here. So don't let your grades, don't let your studies fall behind because you're working a full-time job. Because when you think about it, the job that you're working right now, you're not going to be working this in 2 years. So don't give it that time. Yes, we need money. Yes, we got to pay bills, but this is why you're here. You're in the program for a reason. You're paying to be here. Don't be a statistic, a dropout statistic that every school has. My program, we had 20 seats and 3 or 4 people dropped out. Every single program, there's a couple people that drop out. And it's usually not because they aren't smart. It's mostly because they just are trying to work too much on top of it and they just got too overwhelmed, burnt out, and their grades slipped because of it. So long story short, that is a reality check we got on day 1. So the key is learning how to manage your time and energy efficiently during the program. All right, so with that said, let's move on. Now I'm going to share my experience with work-life balance during the program so you kind of have a real idea of what to expect. So I'm going to be real with you. When I started x-ray school, I was a little sloppy. Don't get me wrong, I was definitely passionate about this career path, but I did let some of my old bad study habits creep back in. I wasn't as organized or on top of things as I probably should have been, and I was one of those type of people that was just, I could work really well under pressure. I was a huge procrastinator. I would wait for the last minute to do assignments, to write papers. I would just build them out really quickly. I would pull all-nighters to study, and I very, very quickly realized that this was not going to cut it in the radiology program. And that reality hit me really hard when I failed my very first simulation, which was of the chest x-ray. Literally the easiest, most routine, basic exam we learn as x-ray techs. And a simulation is just something that you do in lab before you go out to your clinical site and actually position real patients. So you have to pass your simulation on every position that you're learning during that time. Once you pass that, then you go onto your clinical site, you position real patients, and you earn competencies that way. So back to me failing my first simulation. This moment absolutely shook me. I just was thinking to myself, can I really do this? I was just immediately started doubting myself. I couldn't believe it. I failed the very first simulation of the program on one of the most routine exams that we do. And it just, again, it shook me. I knew I needed to make a change, and I knew that for this program, if you fail a simulation, I think it was 3 times, then you're automatically booted from the program. And I just couldn't believe it. I was like, all right, no more pulling all-nighters, no more procrastinating. I am doing this head on. I'm taking this seriously. I should have done this from the get-go, but this was kind of my wake-up call. So from here, I took a step back. I said to myself, I want this career, that failure is not an option, and it's time to lock in. So what did I do? Well, I started sitting in the front row of class. I gave up a bit more of my social life, and I studied harder than ever to put myself in a position that I could not possibly fail. And that shift in mindset was the shift that I really needed. So that's the kind of balance that you just have to create for yourself during the X-ray program. There are going to be days where you are just overwhelmed. There are going to be simulations that you might fail and you're just like second guessing yourself. But you just need to shift your mindset to a mindset that like, look, I accomplished getting into this program. I am going to do my best. I am going to pass this program. And 2 years down the road, I am going to be a registered radiologic technologist. So just shift your mindset, find that balance, and you will succeed. You might need to cut back some of your work hours during the school when there are midterms or finals and you need a little bit more time to study for that. You might need to live a little bit more frugally during the 2 years of the program because you don't have that full-time income to supplement your living style or your lifestyle. And you might have to skip some of your weekend plans here and there with your friends because you need that time to study or catch back up on schoolwork. And trust me, your real friends will understand. And if they don't, are they really your true friends? Because this program is about you and your future. So make sure you are surrounding yourself with people who will uplift you as well. And on that note, take care of your mental and physical health as well during the program. I know it might feel like you don't have much more time to allocate to any one little thing, but trust me, it is so necessary to take care of your mental and physical health. That will help you so much more than negating it. And do yourself and your body a favor by prioritizing some sort of physical activity during the day. It does not have to be a full workout, but just 10 minutes of anything, whether that be a short walk, a run around the block, maybe an indoor bicycle. Just 10 minutes will really help stimulate your body and keep your brain sharper. Exercise doesn't just benefit your body, it helps your brain function, your focus, and helps you retain information, which are all things you'll need for the program. So don't neglect exercise during the program. It's one of those small things that can really help keep you sharp and help you feel better. And I don't say any of this to scare you regarding work-life balance in school. Like, trust me, again, these 2 years are going to be mentally and physically exhausting, and you're not going to have much time. It is going to be a grind, but that is okay because anything that is hard that you work for, that you succeed in, makes you a whole new version of yourself, and you're super proud of yourself. And I also just want to discuss my experience with it too, because I want you guys to know what to expect coming into the program and come into the program with a better mindset that I had. Because again, if you remember, I said I came right in and I'm like, I'll take it easy. I can procrastinate. I can pull all-nighters here and there like I did all the way up until this point. No, that doesn't cut it. That doesn't work. You need to be balanced. You need to have a schedule. You need to have people around you that will uplift you, like have a good support system. You need all these things to be successful during the program. And if you can find that balance, if you can set yourself up the right way, you will absolutely succeed, graduate, and you'll be in a whole new career. And you'll be so excited that you went through all of this grind, all of these long days, all the studying to get to where you are today. So find your own balance. As long as you're staying focused on your goals, you will get through it. And the reward, well, in 2 years, you'll be in a whole new career path with plenty of job opportunities and a huge weight lifted off your shoulders after graduating. So that is a pretty amazing reward. That's freedom right there. Freedom of opportunity, freedom of a new career, a whole new version of yourself, and that you can just like look back, drop that whole load of all that studying, all those long days working at your crummy job to get here to finally being a registered radiologic technologist. Now you can kind of go wherever you want from here. So that is a reward, that is a freedom, and that is why it's worth it. So let's wrap this video up now and talk about some final thoughts. So X-ray school, yes, will push you, but trust me, you are capable. If you stay consistent and take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically, you will make it through it. Your friends, your family, and others will understand the sacrifices you're making during these 2 years to get to where you want to be, and that is a registered radiologic technologist. So keep that goal in mind. And also just remember that just getting into a radiology program is a huge accomplishment in itself because of how competitive they are, because of the battles it takes to get in, and the wait list and everything. So right there just shows that you're capable. If you were able to get into a radiology program, you are capable of doing the program. Yeah, it's going to be a grind. Yeah, it's going to be exhausting, but you're going to find another version of yourself that you just didn't know existed. And it builds character, and you're just like, wow, I did this. I had crazy long days. I worked all weekends. I studied hours and hours, and I graduated and I passed my boards. Now I'm an X-ray tech, and now I can go into CT or MRI or interventional radiology, and I can work anywhere over the country. And it's just an amazing thing, the freedom we talked about. I'm going to try not to rant here, but it is just like, It's truly amazing. So I just want you to know that if you already did get into a radiology program and you're just nervous about the program, you can do it. You did the hard part. The hard part is getting in and earning a seat. Yes, radiology school can be intense. Yes, it can be very hard as well, very time consuming, but you are capable of doing it. Don't take this opportunity for granted. Don't take that seat for granted that you earned, because trust me, like I mentioned earlier in the video, there are plenty of statistics of students dropping out every single year in the programs. And again, it's not because they aren't smart, it's usually because they just can't handle the balance, the work-life school balance, and they're just working too much, or they aren't giving enough time to their studies and they just fail that way. So do yourself a favor, cut back on your hours if you have to. Focus on the grind, focus on school, because school is your priority. You are paying to be there, and this is your career, your future, not the crummy job you're probably working right now. So keep school the priority, keep that in your mindset, and you will succeed. And trust me, that light at the end of the tunnel comes a lot quicker than you think. Those 2 years fly by, especially when you're super busy. And once you graduate, again, that is a huge weight lifted off your shoulders, and you're just a whole new version of yourself and a whole new career. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. I hope it kind of detailed a little bit what the work-life balance is regarding the radiology program, how intense it can be, but how important it is to keep up on your studies, keep up on your education, your support systems, that sort of thing. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll do my best to get back to you. Take care, safe travels, good luck with school. See you next time.